Reconnect, you bitch. Reconnect, you bitch. Okay, there it is. Ah, ping is good. Ping is here. Ooh, boy. Mediacom can actually suck a fart out of my asshole. 'Cause, you know... like, I've had my internet go, like, slow during a live stream before, you know. But I've never had it just completely drop out for, like, 5 minutes at a time. This is, it's frickin' Mediacom. OBS has been good to me this whole time. OBS has never failed me. Jesus Christ. Oh, watch this. It's pinging how many times? Like 100 million times, so... Comcast is also pretty bad. I'm moving to an apartment soon, and in the city I'm moving to, I hope I can get a different internet provider than frickin' Mediacom. If you do too much at once, either OBS just drops connection and the entire grid just shuts off. That sounds like a power supply issue. I don't know if you're running like a laptop or like did you build a computer. It sounds like your power supply isn't giving your computer enough power. So I don't know how, you know what I'm gonna do? Can I add like a blur? Add. Hold on. Filters. Cause I wanna put like a blur on top of this. Let's actually make. Cause James doesn't like to have his privacy messed up. So if I like mess anything up on you know what? I shouldn't be streaming this like his like screen cap stuff, but you know. I started the stream and then I realized that like I shouldn't be streaming his garbage. How about, you know what? I'm gonna stream. I have another video I'm working on. Let's. I already have. No, open. Well, first of all, let's save this. File, open, recent. Piracy. No, I need to close the other one. Ah, God. I forgot that it doesn't close the old one when you open a, close all projects. Yes, please. Okay, there we go. Then pull the piracy one. Okay. Okay, so I don't know what visuals to put in, so I'll put in like a bunch of Assassin's Creed Odyssey footage. Maybe I'll like download Pirates of the Caribbean clips, cause it's a freaking piracy. Like I wrote this video, so when I write a cartoon review, I write it with visuals in mind. You know, I just use the visuals from the show. But like I made this video and I didn't like think of what to put in it. Like the only things I can really do is find some like footage, some pirated footage, literally like download some YouTube videos and put it in there, or like draw. But I'm not like the best at drawing. I'm not very good. I don't know. Build my computer, dude. Go to my Amazon page. Frickin', where is it? Earnings. No, that's not it. Sign in. No, my email. It's there. Don't look at it. There we go. I haven't actually promoted my page at all, so I've gotten no money on Amazon. My page. There we go. Build my computer here on my page, amazon.com/shop/sourcemaster. I have all the parts that are in my computer. Costs about $1,200. So if you want to have a really nice, no link in the description. I'm gonna fix that real quick. There we go. If you refresh your page, you should be able to see the new, what do you call it? The description updated has the link to my Amazon page. Also, I skimped. I recommend getting a better motherboard than this, because this one kind of sucks. Like, it's pretty bad. Look, it has 6 USB ports. It's not enough for what I do. Okay, I don't know what, like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. Here, let's just watch what I have so far for this video. Let's just have a little movie night.
Hey, you! Come here. I've got a secret. Get closer. Make sure no one else is listening. I don't want this getting around. You listening? I pirate cartoons for my videos.
911, what is the address to your emergency?
Whoa, don't call the FBI quite yet. Everything I'm doing is perfectly legal, and I can explain. I've got a perfectly good reason for doing it. I'm not here to sell you a VPN, nor...
Okay, that's all the visuals I have for the video. But, okay, so if we're having a movie night, let's just have a freaking real movie night. I'm renaming this, I'm renaming the stream to Movie Night, because, you know... Because, like, I don't know, I'd have to sit here and, hold on. I'd have to sit here and think of, like, what visuals to make, and I can't work on the other one because it has, like, private info that I'm gonna blur out later. And, so yeah, we're having a frickin' movie night, dude. Let's go to my dashboard. Let's close out a bunch of frickin' garbage here. Let's go to my dashboard. I'm gonna pull up my dashboard in the other window. I got another text from, presumably, from, BB Big Daddy. That's a good one. Here, let's showcase this, this image. Check it. Check that out while I'm going to my dashboard, and we're gonna have a movie night. Stream's been back, dude. Let's go way back. You know, you always gotta start out a movie night going way back to the beginning. My phone's going off. Don's freaking texting with me while the chat's going on. Let's go to the way back. You want to see, like, my first video? Oh, so how's my ping going? Ping's still going. 30 milliseconds, 33 milliseconds, 31 milliseconds. Pretty consistent. Oh Lord. I forgot how far back my videos go. I have so many unlisted and, like, privated old videos. Here's my very first video that has 338 views. Don's texting me like crazy. Hold on, I'm sending a message. Okay. See you later, Supersonic. Okay, so I'm pulling up my my very first video. Let's see. No, that's just the image. This is the first video I ever made. This is September 18, 2011 is when I made this. So let's check it out. That was there's like literally nothing else after this. This is the very first video camera that I ever owned, like my video camera, not anyone else's. I still have this thing. I'm gonna go. Hold on, I'm gonna grab it. Oh, I think I know where it is. In one of these drawers somewhere. Where the heck? Where did I put it? I know it's here somewhere. I'm gonna find it. Give me a sec. I don't know, man. I don't know what happened. It was in here somewhere. I don't know. I would show it, but I can't find it. I'm looking all over. Looking in every drawer that I have. No idea. Just vanished. I had it. I had it for a little while. I don't know what happened. Okay, so let me find some more stuff. Like, is there a video someone like really wants my, you know what, I'm gonna go of course. First of all, let me view public videos, because no one's gonna want to see all the private stuff that I had back when I thought I could be a gamer on YouTube. Let's of course go to my most viewed video and one of my most not controversial, but it did have different receptions among people who watched it. It is a 833 likes to 186 dislikes. It's pretty this is a treat. My very first Crystal Sins video.
This can't be happening! This has to be a dream!
This has to be a dream, cliché. We're off to a good start for a first episode.
right now, okay, I'm gonna pause it right there and then. Let's talk about this. Okay, so notice the sin timer is it has milliseconds and hours, because I didn't know how to change that, or not milliseconds, as frames and hours, because I don't know how to change that. This font that I was using didn't have numbers for the font, and so this is very, the letterbox is too big. Of course, the elephant in the room, the audio. This is way before I knew anything about audio, like recording, audio mixing. Now I'm like a freaking audiophile, kind of because of this. Like, I have this knob, this fancy audio interface with a giant silver knob on it that I'm constantly fiddling with to make sure it's at the perfect volume. And this is me recording with a very, very crappy, very sensitive, not crappy, but it's a very sensitive USB microphone. Of course, Audacity. Everyone used Audacity when they're starting with YouTube. I don't use Audacity anymore. But yeah, let's just finish it off. This is also crappy writing, crappy voice acting, all the stuff. I'm just gonna say that all now. This video is probably my least favorite thing that I've made. But it's also a relic on my channel. It's the most popular video on my channel.
Lars is a dick to Steven.
Why in the world would they stop making cookie cats?
Tough bits, man. Nobody buys them anymore.
Lars is right.
Kids these days.
Kids these days. Muffin Top. Steven doesn't see the centipedal through the screen door. The crystal gems are introduced in the best method possible. There are 4 centipedals in this shot, but in the next shot there is only 1. Amethyst picks her nose. Steven gets upset over spilled milk.
Okay. I can't like keep watching this. This is I know how bad it is. I cannot. It is very bad, to say the very least. Also, you notice at the beginning, no wait. Okay, it's 3 minutes or less on the title, but no, it went over 3 minutes, dude. Okay, I remember now. Someone complained in the comments like, "Oh, your thing, you went over 3 minutes," and I didn't notice that when I was editing, I guess, and I just called it in 3 minutes or less, and then it was and then someone complained about it. Also, that doesn't sync up, does it? Hold on. No, the 2 doesn't sync up to the sound. That's weird. See you later, Kitter Litter. Also, I could barely hear that. That was terrible. And there's no end card. I don't even know what my least favorite Steven Universe episode are. There are so many. So many bad episodes. There's a lot of good episodes too. The good episodes are good enough to offset the bad episodes, but I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna just come out and say it. There are more bad episodes than there are good episodes of this show. It's kind of upsetting. Then Laser Light Cannon, I actually felt was pretty good. It's just Steven and the Stevens. Yeah, I didn't really like that one. The frickin' editing and voice acting improved tenfold in this episode.
Wait, what? Try fries. Isn't that like the main thing they serve here? Also, what were they made of before? 100% fake potatoes? Steven doesn't pay for the fry bits, which I guess is okay since they probably would have been thrown out anyway. I'm still throwing out a sin for Fryman not charging Steven for these things.
The sun goes down, and the second sun gets bigger and bigger in the sky.
Steven daydreams about living on Tatooine.
Ah! My bits!
This phrase being shouted by a child out of context would be rather disturbing. I can't put my finger on it, but something about Pearl in this shot looks off.
Red-Eye? us all!
That's pink eye, Steve.
Why would Garnet know this? She's not a human, so she can't get infected by human diseases, right?
It's going to crash into Beach City.
Later in the series, we learn that Red Eyes are used to scout out planets and then relay the information they collect back to Gem Homeworld. I'd expect a device like that to orbit around said planet, not crash directly into it.
Okay. Frickin', can you hear the fan noise in the background in this recording? Cause I can. I don't know if anyone watching can, cause yeah. But this I'm for a second episode of like a series, I feel like this is first of all, Laser Light Cannon is one of my favorite episodes of Steven Universe. And second of all, this is one of my favorite episodes of Crystal Sins that I worked on, just because, you know, it was so early in the creation of the series, and you know, what the heck was it? The editing was good. The voice acting was good. I've never edited something like this before. Oh geez, before making this. Actually, you know what? Did I? I don't remember. Did I make... Okay. Time to go back. Let's go back. Let's go back in time. We're going back in time yet again. We're going to the very beginning of my Just Talking playlist. Did Just Talking come out before Crystal? No, it couldn't have, could it? Yeah, there's no way. Okay, so this came out July 8th. This one came out September 29th. Okay. Let's watch my very first cartoon review. How about that? I'm kind of sick of just Steven Universe or Crystal Sins like existing. I don't want to be reminded that like I was the guy who made the Steven Universe videos. Yo, nothing matters, but at least we have internet. I didn't actually have internet earlier, so the stream died. Let's watch my very first cartoon review. This is Bravest Warriors. I'm gonna actually be the 600th person the 600th viewer on this video. It's Pickman. Why is your internet? Why do you keep changing your name, man? I can't keep track of anyone.
Bravest Warriors!
Bravest Warriors. What the f*** is this cartoon?
So another backstory. So I did this. I started the cartoon reviews for a high school class, my broadcast journalism class. We basically had to create a YouTube channel and like come up with a series of videos that would be good for, what do you call it? That would just like be good for like to show to people at the high school and stuff, you know. So this was made in my senior year of high school. And this apparently one of the rules that I didn't know before was you can't have swearing. And if you did have swearing, it still wouldn't count if you bleeped it out. So I had a bunch of swearing in here, and I didn't bleep it out. And so I had to completely make a new video after this. And there's a good handful of like when the Super Fuckers intro played, which is a show I still haven't watched. I don't know how good it is, but yeah, let's finish this. I'll actually give my thoughts on Bravest Warriors after this video.
We got our buns waxed.
Okay, you know that show Adventure Time? There's a short on Frederator's random cartoons on Nickelodeon.
Wait, dude, I'm connecting to the internet with my mind.
The show got really popular online, racking up 3 million views in a year, which is an assload of views by 2008 YouTube standards. In 2010, Cartoon Network decided to make the short into a whole series. Wait, what is this review about? Bravest Warriors. Right.
You know that show Adventure Time? Bravest Warriors is pretty much the exact same thing. Follows the exact same plot, it was animated by the same studio in the exact same animation style, it was created by the exact same dude, Pendleton Ward.
Hey, what's up guys?
So what exactly is this show about? There's not much to say. It's Adventure Time, but with more memes.
He says he wants more carrots and breadcrumbs!
Ew! Gross! The show focuses on the bravest warriors, but I like to call them the 4 Finns. There's Finn, Black Finn, Girl Finn, and Danny.
We're the mightiest heroes in the universe, Gale. If you don't want our help, up yours.
I call them all Finn because they're just Finn from Adventure Time. It's split into 4 different characters. The bravest warriors are there to protect people all over space.
That's the planet that we're going to. In this space exploration, space adventure game. It's gonna be so much fun. I've always wanted to meet an alien. I've always wanted to handshake an alien, and we're gonna be able to do that.
But they don't protect people how police or the National Guard do it. More like people who come to clean your gutters. For free. The show never premiered on any TV network. Instead, it was uploaded to Cartoon Hangover. The channel that Frederator Studios uses to upload all their teen angst cartoons like this, Bee and Puppy Cat, and Super Fuckers.
We're always in our clubhouse getting high. Everybody wishes we would die. Here we come like a bomb. Everybody fucking run and hide.
Since Bravest Warriors is on Frederator's own channel, the writers have a lot more creative freedoms.
Pixel shut down. He's a little needy. Danny's still fine-tuning his nanonad.
That was a joke about robotic balls in the first episode. There's also this one character called Catbug, which is pretty much in there just so they can sell merchandise and spread it as a meme to promote the show.
Everything's gonna be fine. You just need to believe.
Okay, so, story time. I started a job at an elementary school, so it's kindergarten through 6th grade, and I'm all over the school, so I'm in every grade throughout the day. And when I'm in with 1st grade, they have these iPads. They can do a bunch of like learning stuff on there. They can like just sit and watch sometimes. Sometimes they just like watch Minecraft videos on their iPads. I don't know what's going on, but however, there's this like book or like set of videos or something with freaking Catbug in it, and it's kind of pisses me off that like this like teen kind of edgy teen show took a character and made it into like a children's for freaking 6-year-olds, like a children's book. It's kind of bogus. I don't know how to explain it, but it's pretty bad. I don't think Catbug is a good influence on kids. But whatever, you know? Whatever. Let's keep watching.
Clap your hands if you believe.
He kind of reminds me of Gurr from Invader Zim with that high-pitched, annoying voice. Except Gurr is actually useful sometimes. And Catbug could be removed entirely and it wouldn't take away... Shut up! And Catbug could be removed entirely and it wouldn't take away from the show at all. So what do I think about Bravest Warriors?
That's a freaking short. That's a short video. 5-minute review? Are you joking me?
I honestly wish I had more to say than it's Adventure Time. All of the episodes are on YouTube for free, so if you have a couple hours to waste, I'd say go ahead and watch it. You've got nothing to lose.
Why is this okay? So 3-minute video, 3:30, then with a minute and a half long outro. Why? And then there's me plugging James for okay, whatever. Okay, so first of all, ugly ass Avatar, got rid of that post haste. Bravest Warriors is really bad. Like, after going back and watching it, like, I thought it was pretty cool when I was a teenager, you know, and then I went back and I'm like, first of all, I rewatched, like, one of the seasons, and I was like, it just wasn't good. It wasn't entertaining. I don't know how else to say it. Like, the characters, There's no character dynamic. They have no chemistry. They're not, like, good. I don't know, man. Now, what else can we watch? What else? What other movie night things can we have? I forgot to post on Discord that I was having movie night. Give me a sec. I'm gonna post this on Discord because I never posted it on Discord. Hell yeah. Nightmare Shadow, how's it going? What about Crystal Sins? Yeah, I watched the first 2 episodes. I'll watch a later one in a little bit, but I want to what else? What other like reviews do I have? Cuz I like my reviews better, to be perfectly honest. Let's do oh, you know what other series I had that I always forget about? 10-word reviews. Remember that garbage? That hot garbage? No one remembers that hot garbage, even though I got like 2,000 videos on one of those. So let's so history on this one, if in case no one knows about it. I started this. Let me bring my freaking thing back. Okay. I started this series. I was like, oh, Jello Apocalypse made that one video where he reviewed all the Disney movies in 10 words or less. And before he started like making that into a series, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna frickin' do this with a show, and then I did it, and then it was terrible. Also, this should be ordered in this should not be ordered in. Hold on. How the heck? Playlist settings, date added, oldest. Okay. What the heck? Why is it in weird order? Let me just freaking do that manually. Okay, there we go. So, what do you call it? So this is a video. This is a series in which I took. This is when I was going through my brony phase. I'm not a brony anymore. What do you call it? So I started this. I was like, oh, I'm gonna review every episode of My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic in 10 words or less, and I'm gonna make it into like a short video. So that's what I did, and we're gonna watch it. So let's watch the season 1 one. And I actually really like how these videos turned out. But I don't know if I could keep doing it because it's literally just stealing someone else's format.
You know what I like? My Little Pony. You know what I don't like? The idea of making a video for each episode of the show. So I decided to review each episode in 10 words or less and give each episode a rating out of 10. If there are negative ratings, that's just a way of me saying it's so bad it's good. Here we go, Season 1. What a terrible pilot to an otherwise surprisingly enjoyable show. She broke the magic MacGuffins! Oh wait, there they are.
That's my favorite line in the whole video. I like that line. That's literally sums up the whole series. How are there 7 people? Who rated me? There's 7 people here.
If you can't please everybody, please nobody. Go home, Applejack, you're drunk. This character is genuinely repulsive and unlikable. It's not like you people don't see magic every day. I remember that one parody more than the original episode. Twilight, you're not supposed to be the dumb one. Show someone this episode to introduce them to the show. I guess M.A. Larson likes Star Trek and Gremlins. Winter wrap up, winter wrap. I'm a sucker for music. Ponies get tattoos rather than going through puberty. Ashley Ball is better.
So, okay, do horses actually have, like, a puberty equivalent? I don't actually know. Someone Google that for me so I don't have to.
As human. Pony dress-up appeals to adult men. Somehow. Christians 1, Atheists 0. That moment, everyone became a brony. This episode shows why I never want children. Another CMC episode? Really? As rich white girl. They do? Okay, cool. Girl whining can get you anything. Don't be so passive-aggressive, both of you.
Why won't anybody be rational and reasonable?
That I remember why I used a clip from the show is because I wrote what do you call it? I don't think I actually ever wrote a review for that episode. So I was just like, oh, I'll just throw this in.
Celestia can't care for a pet, let alone a kingdom. Aww. I mean, it's okay.
Unironically really enjoy that episode. I still love the show, but like only up till the end of season 4. Yeah.
Look at that owl. No wonder Spike was freaked out. This episode is probably the funniest in season 1. All this music helped end the season perfectly. This season altogether had a rocky start and some bumps in the middle with a few really good episodes throughout, but was able to wrap it all up in the end with an incredible music-filled finale.
Ugh. Actually, not a bad video, but not something I'd be willing to keep doing. Do you have Discord? Nightmare Shadow, you gotta join my Discord. Come on in. Come on, link in description, along with my Amazon link. Sponsored by Amazon. This stream is sponsored by Amazon. They don't know that, but it is. Hop on in the Discord. Okay, so let's. You want what else do you want to watch? What other videos of mine do you want like my thoughts on? Let's see. My thoughts on TikTok. I have never used it, so I don't know. And I don't plan on using it, so I don't know. Oh, what the heck? A Laserdisc Master is apparently... Is he banned from my chat? Hold on. I might have, like, put him in timeout once. And then, like, it just stayed like that. Let me fix that. If you're listening, Stupid Star Sonic, I'm gonna check your, I might have, like, put you in timeout, but I might have, like, accidentally banned you or something. Yeah, you're in the banned list. What the heck? Okay. That's weird. You're unbanned. Pro Man, how's it going? Ugh. All Might. Okay, what other videos do I have? Is there anything that like anyone specifically wants to watch? Otherwise, I'm gonna pick something. I'm gonna look through. I might go do another Crystal Sins video. This is my second most viewed video on my channel. Let's watch this one. Here we go. This is where the editing for Crystal Sins got really good.
My name is Steven!
The voiceover stayed the same.
Before I start the video, I want to apologize for not even looking for animation errors in the last episode. As my own punishment to myself, I'm starting this video at -5 on the sin counter. Just so I don't do it again.
I like that edit. I don't know why. Just the -5, just removing 5 sins is pretty cool.
I don't think they are earthquakes. They're too frequent.
Everyone seems to be taking it pretty well, though.
Where are you going, Steven?
Just out for a ride.
In the sand?
No, in the ocean. Connie's dress changes color. This scene reminds me about how all my dates go.
Who were you talking to?
3 sins for the sheer amount of gem mom throughout this episode.
My taskbar is on there, I don't know why.
I'll write up an invitation and work out a schedule.
Okay, I wasn't gonna mention anything about the playdate, but a schedule? Really?
It'll mess up my funky flow.
Funky flow.
Hi, my name is Steven. Hi, my name is Steven.
Come on, don't practice talking. It just makes you more nervous.
I stand by that. I do not practice talking. Do not practice the same line unless you're like rehearsing for like some production. If you're just gonna walk up and talk to someone, don't like sit in your room and like practice what you're gonna say. No, that's stupid. You're just gonna work up a sweat. You're just gonna like bumble over your words once you get in, you know. You do it enough, it makes it so easy when you're not around. Say you're asking out like a girl you really like or something. Boy, girl, whatever you are. You won't walk up to this person, you try to ask him out, you know exactly what you're gonna say, and then you get like this emotional rush over you. And you're just like, yeah. Don't practice talking. It sucks.
Bubble Ex Machina. Also, the rock hovers for a bit until the bubble appears before deciding to finish falling. Again, whenever I do this, she'll just start kicking and screaming. Please don't fart in the bubble. You're gonna be smelling that for hours if you—
Smalling, called it, comment section, called it.
Doesn't seem to want to go away.
Because magic.
My dad works for a bunch of different beaches.
Let me get this straight. Connie's dad is a private security guard who works for the beach. Most beaches are government control, so where does the private part come in?
Private part. He said private part in the video. He said private part.
Steven and Connie decide to move in the only direction that's blocked by rocks. Later we see that the bubble is heavy enough to sink to the bottom of the ocean, so they shouldn't be strong enough to push it through the sand at all.
We can just wait here until they come out.
Yes, do that thing you just said. The smart thing.
I've got other friends that can help.
God damn it.
Is this your magical love bubble or something?
That's Lars. We're basically BFFs.
Steven is oblivious. Ugh, gross.
My parents don't let me eat donuts. They have trans fats.
Connie's parents are everything wrong in this world.
I stand by that as well. That's if you're like that protective, then you gotta like not have kids.
What? And you thought that would work better than a hammer?
I have a better idea.
No, you never have a better idea.
That's what happens when you hang out at the beach.
Transphobic. Oh, you're so right, dude. That's exactly what they are.
And don't swim and don't have friends. You look at boats.
Or you nearly get crushed by falling rocks. I'm just going to add a sin every time I see Onion in an episode until I see his full story.
Hell yeah, dude. This is where the onion thing, when I go like, onion. I forgot that was a thing, dude. Oh, it's all coming back to me.
Can't we just go back to your house?
Yes, that. Do that. Where are Steven and Connie even getting the air they need to breathe? Ooh, let me guess. It's magic. Yay, I was right. Steven is illiterate. She's left-handed. Left-hand master race. Why the fuck would a boat that size need a harpoon gun that big? That aim leads me to believe that Onion has used these things before.
Tons of horrible accidents happen here every day.
I don't know if I'm sinning the fact that this place is still open after having tons of accidents every day, or the fact that it seems like nobody has filed a lawsuit against it. I know I'm not the first person to point this out, but how are they able to get up those stairs if they couldn't roll up that gentle slope on the sand earlier?
We just roll down this ramp as the carts are coming at us, and the crash will break us free.
What happens after the bubble pops?
The show gets cancelled.
Steven, this is a bad idea.
Oh, I love that
joke. Listen to the smart girl with the glasses. The bubble should not be heavy enough to sink, especially that fast. This giant sword is never mentioned.
No one knew that was a sword. I was the only person in the whole universe that knew that was a sword, dude.
You don't know what you're doing.
Finally, someone said it.
I saw you at the boardwalk parade last year.
Damn, that tiny-ass glow stick lasted an entire year in the freezer? 23 seconds of exposition feels like an eternity in this show. Steven accidentally saves the day, cliché. Yes, it's happened enough times that I can call it a cliché now.
ocean?
Yeah. Oh, look at this end card, dude. This is before annotations were removed. I made this end card and it was glorious. Look at how nice it looks. Like it has the animated like playlist and it just like does that. And it's so cool and it has like the shadow behind the CinemaSins logo and like I have the Twitter that's banned and like these things you could click on them and they actually worked and it was so good and then they got rid of annotations. And then I just moved to a black screen with the cards on them. What else? Let's find more stuff. What is my favorite? My very favorite. I think Everything Wrong with Ocean Gem is my very favorite Crystal Sins video that I've made. Let's watch that one. Ready? Yeah.
I'm gonna bring the ocean back or get really thirsty trying.
Now we're gonna bury you till you've learned your lesson.
This episode starts out with one of the worst jokes in the series.
Immediate difference is how good the voiceover is compared to the last episode. Oh, watch Half-Life fans in a nutshell. I will after this one. Yeah, dude.
You guys better come check this out.
You'd better come check this out, Cliché.
Oh, what the heck? Why is my taskbar keep showing up?
The ocean is gone, obviously.
Garnet would be great at Crystal Sins. This giant f***ing sword is still never mentioned.
The sword, dude, the sword is there. I knew about it. It's the same sword, and then they finally mentioned it in the last episode. Yeah.
Also, Funland is missing.
No one wants to take a vacation to Desert City!
It doesn't seem like people vacation here very often anyway, seeing that there are no hotels.
It was Lapis Lazuli.
The ability to steal the entire ocean sounds like some overpowered magic bullshit to me.
She's the gem you released from the mirror.
Just in case you weren't paying attention last episode.
There's a lot you don't know about gems, Steven.
Pearl doesn't explain anything because reasons.
That's a thing, okay. I hate that about this show. Is that nothing is ever explained, and I hate it. It's so annoying. Frogia123, how's it going? But yeah, frickin' I hate how nothing is ever explained in Steven. Like, that's the only reason there's any suspense, is that frickin' the gems know everything and they don't want to explain it to him because reasons. Because I don't frickin' know, dude. It sucks.
I'm gonna bring the ocean back or get really thirsty trying.
You can't say die in a kids show.
You're ungrounded, by the way.
But why?
Yes, everything got over-explained in the last few episodes. It was so rushed compared to the rest of the show. It's frickin', I don't know, man. It's dumb. It's dumb.
Why? Filling the ocean with fresh water. Also, where the hell is this hose connected? This CD player already has a disc in it, according to the LCD. This far out, the van definitely should have run out of gas. Also, how does Greg expect to be getting the van back to Beach City? Also, how do any of them know they're going in the right direction to find Lapis Lazuli? Nobody saw this tower of water extending into the f***ing thermosphere the entire way here.
I had to look up, the, like, thermosphere thing, because I didn't know what the most outer layer of the Earth was. It was an interesting, I did a lot of, like, research for this episode, or for this episode of Crystal Sins. For whatever reason, I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna put a bunch of frickin' science into this episode.
That's some magical destiny stuff right there.
There's your trailer line. Most of these fish should be dead from this. Also, ocean sunfish. Giant magical head cliché. This is even more bullshit and overpowered magic than I originally thought. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Get it? Because she was a mirror and now she's still mirroring stuff? Because symbolism? The van literally dies. Greg survives this. Shield Ex Machina. The shield having the same resonant frequency of all of the water doppelgangers is statistically impossible, even if it is magic. Steven survives this change in pressure and temperature.
They don't really care about other gems. All they care about is the Earth.
They don't care about their kind, they just care about the Earth. Oh my god, the crystal gems are interstellar vegans!
If I just stretch it far enough... This is never going to work.
Well, after doing some quick math, I figured out the farthest distance you could stretch the ocean is 951,350,507,000 times farther than the visible universe if you lined up each molecule end to end.
There's the research line. If you, yeah. It's, yeah. I did some math for this episode. I was like, how far could Lapis theoretically take the ocean and extend it? And I was like, how many like tons of water are in the ocean? Now, how many molecules of water are in a ton of water? And then how long is a molecule of water? And then you take that length, you multiply it by how many molecules there are in the ocean, and then you find out how far it can go. And then it was like a ton of light years. So I was like, how far is that in like the visible universe? So yeah. So you can make it pretty far. Molecules, yeah, I did. It's freaking. It was way too much. I put way too much effort into just finding out this for one sin, dude. This was for one sin. I put way too much effort into that.
You have healing powers?
I know, right?
Steven forgets what superpowers he has.
Okay. Bye.
And the Oscar goes to... The whole Earth survives this. The mayor has been sitting here for at least 24 hours with that damn hose. I love this outro.
Ocean Man. I'm gonna get a box of Kleenex. I'm gonna put the BRB screen on. I'm gonna get a box of Kleenex. I'll be right back. While I'm back, you guys look through some of my channel and see if there are any videos that you wanna hear my thoughts on. On my channel, obviously. Be right back. I'm back. I got a box of Kleenex and I feel a lot better. I'm gonna put the box of Kleenex right behind me on the table. Alright. Ocean Man is one of those songs that can go with any ending or outro. Yeah, it just fits so well for the ending of this. I don't know, man, like, plus it was a little longer because I had like the halfway point tally, like, oh yeah, Half-Life Fans in a Nutshell, I'll watch that. Hell yeah, dude. Okay. It's the ultimate outro song. Ladybug review? I'll watch that after Half-Life Fans. Because that actually, the Ladybug review is actually my most favorite video that I've ever worked on. It's a fantastic video, I think. Let's watch Half-Life Fans in a Nutshell. I like to see when you Google. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, what the shit? Someone re-uploaded my shit, dude. Okay, I'm freaking reporting this. Infringes my rights, dude. This is my video. Okay, whatever. I'll file a copyright claim against that later. Don't watch this guy's video. This is mine. This is actually the first video that I ever... This is the first time I've ever seen a video that's been re-uploaded by someone. Like, one of my videos that's been re-uploaded. What an asshole. M9XDDXD. Fuck off. Just like your description.
More. There aren't any more, and there never will be.
More. 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 More.
This is before I made any of my other videos that are on my channel. This is the first video that ever reached on my channel that ever reached 1,000 views. And now it has almost 5,000 views, which is kind of nice. Still gets comments on it every once in a while. Just nice to read something different. Something new. Something about Kirby Superstar. Oh, I love this video, but I don't know if I can, like, show it on stream without myself getting a copyright claim. How the heck? Okay, so submit a copyright complaint. I'm not a robot. Okay. It is trademark infringement. Oh, copyright infringement. I am affected. Okay. I'm gonna have this thing frickin' taken down, dude. Like, what are you gonna do? Or I'm just gonna, like, monetize it. I don't know. Okay, what else? My Ladybug review. Let's watch this. I mean, I don't have too much to say that's, like, not already said in the video, but let's watch it anyway. It's a 15... I'll watch this, and I kind of want to watch my Undertale video after this. But, because I have more to add to that video now that I've had some time to, like, develop as a person. But let's watch this one. Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir is a 3D animated superhero cartoon. Thanks, Nightmare Shadow. France. I don't usually do this, but in this video, I'm going to be talking about this show's lore. This is your official lore warning for the video. If you want to learn about the lore of the show the way that it was intended, click off this video and go. Oh yeah, James, me, and Stred made a podcast just to, I don't know if I will be able to find it. I might just message James and see if he has links to it. But we made a podcast called The Disagreement Podcast. I will show it on stream if I can find it. If not, I'll just talk about it. But for now, let's watch this one. Watch this show, then come back to this video. As popular as this show is. Yeah, dude, this show somehow caught me off guard and was, like, really good. This is like My Little Pony 2.0. Like, I was like, oh, this show's for girls. This is gonna suck. Or, like, I, like, saw it, or this is the, like, I went through the exact same thing with My Little Ponies. I watched, like, 1 or 2 episodes of My Little Pony, like, 2 years before, before I like started to get into the show, and I was like, this really isn't that good. And then I came back probably like a while later, a good like long while later, and I started watching it. I'm like, this is freaking awesome, dude. And I kept watching it and I just got hooked. The exact same thing happened to me with this show. I don't know, man, something about it. Something just caught my interest.
I haven't heard much talk about it, at least on YouTube. There's that one Jello Apocalypse video that was just made as a joke, but other than that, I hadn't seen any reviews or anything talking about Miraculous Ladybug. Okay, some background. My ex-girlfriend
it's the background. The background.
Friend introduced me to this show. I only watched like 4 episodes with her, and I didn't think much of it.
Also, the first few clips I use in this video are from like episode 1, Stormy Weather of Miraculous Ladybug, and for whatever reason, the animation and lighting is like way better in episode 1 than the rest of the show. I think it's the depth of field. Like, see how like shallow the depth of field is? Like, you can see Cat Noir's face, and then behind it is just like blurred out. It's so nice looking. I don't know, man.
Of it. I didn't know anything about the show going in.
There it is, the depth of field again. Same episode. They didn't do this in the rest of the episodes. I don't know why.
And so I didn't get the appeal in it. The animation was good, better than any 3D animation on TV I've seen in a...
See, they don't do it here.
Long time.
They don't do it here. See, this is like episode like 16 or something in season 1, and there's no depth of field. Like, all these characters back here, they're in focus along with the main characters. I don't get it. I don't know.
Hey there, Marinette. So, actually, I'm a huge fan of Jagged Stones, and I saw you designed his new album cover.
I did. Crazy, huh?
But not fantastic. Not like Pixar good.
Shoutouts to Pixar. Dude, I love Pixar movies and their shorts. There are a handful of shorts. I might actually, you know, I've been planning this for a while. I've been wanting to do this. I'm gonna go through every Pixar short and review them in like a handful of videos. Because I have a DVD with the first half of the Pixar shorts that have been made. And, yeah. Chat Noir, yeah. I know French. You telling me, you talking to me like I don't know, like I don't know French? After watching this show and becoming like a French weeb, like the French equivalent of a weeaboo.
Then one day, about a month and a half ago, I woke up and my TV in my bedroom was on because I have it set to turn on to wake me up in the morning. And they're playing on Kids Click, a channel I'd never...
This is directly captured from my DVR. So you see all this pixelation is like actually compression issues that came through cable, which is kind of interesting.
Never heard of was Miraculous Ladybug.
The Bug and Cat are now back. We return to Miraculous Ladybug and Cat Noir.
I decided...
Okay, so, what do you call it? This is, so I've been told for my Code Lyoko review, which I might also watch since I have time. My Code Lyoko review, I got a few comments on Reddit saying that, the video is a lot like the Rebel Taxi videos, and I understand. I took a lot of inspiration. I basically plagiarized a Rebel Taxi video and put my own voiceovers and clips on it. But this video, the reason why this is my favorite video is because this is the video that I feel like I found my voice finally. Like, I didn't like, everything I wrote was original. Like, I didn't steal any ideas from like, not steal ideas, but I didn't take any ideas from like, I took one idea, you'll see in a minute. I use, what the heck? What the heck was I saying? Okay, I just use a bunch of original ideas for this video, and I found my own voice. It's my own work. This is like unfiltered me making this video, or like writing in this video. The best writing I've ever done, I think.
Decided to rewind a bit and just watch the entire episode.
Then after the episode, I set my TiVo to record the whole
Okay,
series.
I'll stop pausing
and
for a
from
little
then on,
bit.
every weekday, I'd watch the episode that recorded that morning. I actually went online and watched every episode in order, just so I wouldn't learn the lore out of order. And god damn it, Becca, you knew this was gonna happen, didn't you? You planted the seed in me and thought eventually it would grow way out of control. I'm addicted to this show now. This is revenge for me getting you into Steven Universe and My Hero Academia, isn't it? Fine, I guess we're even. Let me get back on topic real quick. Okay. So, Miraculous Ladybug is about two superheroes, Ladybug and Cat Noir. See the title if that's not clear. When they're not superheroes, Ladybug is a teenage girl named Marinette Dupan Cheng.
In the daytime, I'm Marinette. Just a normal girl with a normal life.
And Cat Noir is a teenage boy named Adrian Agreste.
If I said this in the video, but if I were a freaking teenage girl, dude, I would have the big, fattest, throbbing crush on Adrian. Like, Jesus Christ. That's a handsome boy right there.
They both are in the same class in the same high school. Every episode, the bug and the cat have to fight a villain of the week type of bad guy possessed by the elusive Hawk Moth who wants to take their jewelry. These are called Miraculous.
Look at his face, dude. He's an angel.
Credits. And they give Ladybug and Cat Noir their powers. Ladybug has a yo-yo with an infinitely long unbreakable string, and Lucky Charm the power to create one thing during battle.
Lucky Charm!
That's just a straight up gun in a kid's show. That's just a giant frickin' gun. Straight up gun. For real.
Well, that's an effective Lucky Charm.
Cat Noir has an unbendable baton that can grow infinitely long, and Cataclysm the power to destroy one thing.
No, don't do that!
Cool. It's just you and me now. Time to rumble, soon to be rubble. Uh-oh. I guess I only get one shot to use my power.
Whenever they use Cataclysm or Lucky Charm, they have 5 minutes before their Miraculous runs out of power and they change back to their normal selves. Oh, did I mention this show has transformation sequences? Oh, wow. Aren't you excited to watch a full minute of Marinette turning into Ladybug and using her Lucky Charm?
That's one of my favorite editing sequences that I've ever done, ever. Like, I don't know, it's just so good. It just feels good. Like, actually, you know what? This is actually the first sequence that I edited when making this video. I edited this video out of order and it made for a lot of good moments. More on that later.
Okay, remember Ben 10? Do you know how every time he transformed into an alien that hadn't been seen in the show, there was this drawn-out sequence of his arms getting buff and
Kiss cartoon, frickin', what do you call it? Watermark in the top left corner. Shoutouts. Nah.
his eyes turning color, and it was really cool. Miraculous Ladybug is like that, but they do it every episode, and it gets old pretty quick. They do it with the powers, too. Cat Noir just can't say Cataclysm. He's got a pose with a cool background and stuff.
Cataclysm!
I guess it was worse in Code Lyoko whenever someone got virtualized, but I didn't complain about that. I can guarantee that most people who watch this show don't watch it for the action. As smooth and stylized as the animation is, the action is not the strongest part of the series. All of the episodes play out pretty much the same. Someone gets upset, Hawkmoth gives them villain powers, Ladybug and Cat Noir fight them, break the thing, let the butterfly out, everything goes back to normal. Pretty formulaic.
So talking about formula, my last two cartoon reviews were on two of the most formulaic cartoons you've ever seen. This show and Code Lyoko are both action cartoons that pretty much have the same plot for every episode. Code Lyoko, at least for the first season. However, here's the rebuttal for formulaic cartoons. I started watching House, the show House. You know, the snarky doctor. What do you call it? And that show, I've watched like 6 episodes in season 1 so far, and that show is actually the most formulaic thing that I've ever watched, dude.
like it has the same beats, it has like the same, everything happens at the exact same time in every episode. It's basically a shot for shot like recreation with just like different dialogue and like different actors. It's really strange, and I've heard it's the same thing with like every other live action show, like cop shows and stuff. I watched a show that got canceled a while back, Scorpion. That was pretty formulaic, not quite as formulaic as House, but more formulaic than like even Phineas and Ferb. I don't know, man. No, it's bizarre.
Now this show takes place in Paris, France.
Paris, France.
The city of lights. Like,
yeah, cop shows, dude. Cop shows play out exactly the same way every episode, with just like one different actor and like different dialogue.
Capital of romance. The writers have to make use of their setting, so there's a lot of romance in this show. That being said, I would say the main appeal of the show is the romantic.
That's the reason I don't watch live action shows that much. Just saying.
Subplot, but that would be a lie. The romance in this show is the main story. The whole superhero storyline is just a backdrop for a love story. It's actually kind of impressive.
I want to talk more about that, but I don't know what more to talk about on like the whole superhero plot being like the backdrop to the rest of the story. Like for real, when you think like the main story is the overarching throughout all the season, or throughout like a whole season, the plot arc is actually the romance, and like the superhero arc is only one arc per episode. It's interesting, to say the least, and I wish I had more to say about it.
Marinette is in love with Adrien, but forgets how to speak English
or French if you're not watching the dub
whenever she's near him.
May I? No, go away. No, I mean, go ahead. Please stand. I mean, sit.
Thanks.
The lip singing on that scene is really off. I don't know what it is about it. It just puts me off a bit.
Cat Noir is in love with Ladybug, but she keeps rejecting him because she's in love with Adrien. So this whole thing is basically dramatic irony, the cartoon, with everyone watching knowing who these two really are, but no one in the show realizing it. Now here's the obvious plot hole.
Look at frickin' Adrien without the mask and without his like weird hair. It's so weird looking, dude.
How can these two not
Here, gun click. That's just me sucking on a frickin' hard candy, like a lemon hard candy.
Recognize each other in it.
Yeah, I don't understand, like, the animation is, like, really good.
Especially when they're working together to fight bad guys every day. How does Marinette's friend, Alia, who runs a blog...
Oh, internet's dying. Oh, hold on, internet's dying. Catch up. Come on, have it catch up.
About
okay, there
trying
it
to
is.
find out who...
No, it died. Come back. Come on. Is it back? Okay, request timed out for one of those pings. But it's fine now, everything's good, we're good. Okay, let's keep going.
Ladybug actually is, who literally sits right next to her in class, not realize that Marinette is Ladybug. Well, there are two answers to that question. The first and laziest one is magic. The costume is magic and it messes with how people see you. The second and more accurate answer is shut the hell up, it's a cartoon, just deal with it and watch this scene, look how cute it is.
Thank you for saving me. People are going crazy over this ad.
You started an ad? I had no idea. That's awesome.
I don't know about that. In fact, it's really quite embarrassing.
Hey, all good now. I'd better get going.
As involved as I've gotten into certain fandoms, I've never really been a shipper. I've never paired two characters in a show or book or movie together that weren't already written to be in a relationship. I've watched Adventure Time, My Hero Academia, and Star vs. the Forces of Evil. 3 cartoons notorious for having fans shipping characters left and right. Finn and Beemo, ship it.
I'm gonna do a follow-up to a bunch of shows when they're over. Star vs. the Forces of Evil is one of them because it's in its last season right now. Same idea like I did with the Steven Universe. Star vs. the Forces of Evil is ending. I might do one on Adventure Time even though I'd be a little late. My Little Pony is ending this season. Yeah. Just saying.
Uraraka and the Principal, ship it. Marco's mom and the Goblin Dog Goblin, ship it. I always thought stuff like that would ruin the original writer's visions for those characters. I've never got the appeal to it. Now, it's hard to avoid that if the writers of the show are essentially popping out of your screen and telling you to ship two characters.
Those two are made for each other.
I ship these two. Ladybug and Cat Noir, Marinette and Adrien. It's impossible not to. They're written that way. I come back when every new episode comes out just to see any advancement Marinette makes towards Adrien, and usually her failing, which is equally entertaining. Maybe next episode Ladybug will take up Cat Noir on one of his date offers. I don't know. I'm never patient enough to wait for a new episode. I even watched the French dub of one episode because I was too impatient to wait 2 days before it came out in English. I actually started to learn French later that week. I don't know, the language just struck a chord with me somehow. Even if I don't end up going to France again for an extended period, at least I can use it to impress people at parties, maybe woo a cute girl with some fancy romantic sounding words. J'étudie le français. Tu veux aller à ma maison? Side note, I was in France about 2 or 3 years ago.
France.
I didn't speak a word of French.
Yeah,
it would be
Paris.
really useful if I did end up going back to
Yeah,
France, that I
pickpockets.
know some conversation skills, know where to ask where the bathroom is, know which subway to take, stuff like that. Okay, check it. I'm gonna show you guys a picture of myself in front of the Eiffel Tower. You ready? This is face reveal. I'm doing a face reveal. Where the heck? Here is a picture of myself in front of the Eiffel Tower. Actually, more like behind the Eiffel Tower, but whatever. I don't have the mustache anymore. But I also didn't shower for a long time because, you know, I was on a plane for 15 hours or whatever it was. Anyway, back to the video. Oh yeah, I want to show you another thing while I'm thinking about it. I'll forget about this if I don't do this. If I go in incognito, if I go to youtube.com, and I search, if I go on here and I search, this is just like fresh account, never watched a video in Google Chrome before, not signed into anything. If I go Miraculous Ladybug Review, my video is not the first to show up. What the hell? It was the first to show up for the longest time, dude. And now it's only second. I'm mad. That was the first video to show up for the longest time. That upsets me. That. I got impatient enough to join this Miraculous Ladybug Discord server where they announce when and where you can find new episodes. And about then is when I had a really heavy realization. We'll do a voice chat on Discord. I could. Maybe, I might. You know, I might have movie nights more, but I won't do it on stream. So not now, but, I will in the future.
I guess what I was in would be considered
Speaking of voice chats.
And smart boy class. I don't know. I don't even know what I just read.
Oh, John, hi. Hi, John. Hi, Source Matter. Hey, Peter Pan.
Someone else explain it because I'm not explaining it again because, I don't know. I can't explain. I can, understand equations. I just can't explain them.
I am not in the right demographic for this show. All the people in here are, teenage girls. I'm kind of glad I changed.
I know what you said, Stupid Star Sonic. This scene is super animated. I don't understand.
Before I joined, so at least I kind of fit in. It's like if I
look at how she moves.
16th...
It's I don't get it. It's so smooth and so bizarrely accurate or cartoonish. I don't know.
Birthday party, and I'm surrounded by all these girls talking about teenage girl shit like high school and boys and Tumblr or whatever. I don't know what teenage girls talk about. But the point is, I'm at this party, I'm a 20-year-old man just sitting here. I can't talk to anyone because I don't know what these kids like and I don't want to feel like a creep.
Marinette, do you want to know my secret?
Adrien, I'm
a 20-year-old man on the
this.
internet who watches cartoons.
I love this.
I feel like a creep watching this show now. I never had that issue with My Little Pony or Star vs. the Forces of Evil or any other cartoon, because everything I've watched...
I want to touch Marinette's pajama pants. They look soft. I want to wear them. They look soft. I need good pajama pants. I want to wear, women's pajama pants because they look soft.
All had a decently sized adult male fan base. I don't think I've met
Did you see, freaking... Hold on. Look at how goddamn...
Or any other...
soft... These pants look, dude. They look soft.
Or
That's
Star Wars of the
that's
Forces
all
of
I've
Evil or
got.
any other cartoon, because everything I've watched all had a decently sized adult male fan base. I don't think I've met a fan of this show who's male yet. Doesn't matter the age. There's like no talk about this show on 4chan, other than the occasional episode release date and circle jerk about how all
Nothing weird. It's just I just want a soft pair of pants, you know, just to relax and sleep in.
Costumes could be used as fetish gear. Nothing. I'm the only
God.
adult man who cares about this show, aren't I? I feel like I'm living on Mars or something now. I don't blame teenage girls for liking this show. High school romance is a lot of girls' dreams, and with a kid like Adrian, let me tell ya, if I were a 15-year-old girl with a mysterious but not goth blonde male model in my class, I would have a big fat throbbing crush on him too.
See, throbbing. I said it.
Adrian.
And in the Cat Noir outfit, look at those muscles. Ooh, I get it. Teenage girls lap this stuff up. I'm clueless though. Whenever Adrian and Marinette get close, why do I get all giddy? Why does this kind of thing just rustle my jimmies just enough to make me keep coming back? Not just come back. Come back with excitement. Come back every time a new episode is released. Come back to that Discord server with all the teenagers in it. Why do I keep watching this scene when Marinette first gets a crush on Adrian, or this other one where they dance together and Adrian goes in for the hug and the music is just right?
God damn, dude. When I was editing this video, I just kept watching this freaking scene on loop. It's, I don't know, man.
Then I realized, this show only appeals to teenage girls, but the show also appeals to me, so simple logic tells me that I'm just a teenage girl at heart. But that still doesn't make sense, because I'm me, and I'm not a girl.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Shoutouts to Ubisoft. Shoutouts to Ubisoft for giving me a free copy of this game, dude. Ubisoft, you're good. You guys are good. You guys are good people. You do good work. Good games. I actually like Ubisoft games. But like I said, shoutouts to them for giving me a free copy, man.
I have facial hair like crazy. I do man stuff. This show is the only girly thing that I do. And I found this Reddit post. This guy is the only other adult male fan of Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir on the entire planet. And I think he explains it better than I ever could.
This part sucks.
Dad, we've known that since season. I have worded it better. I don't have to work.
Spoilers.
To watch
okay, I'm gonna skip the spoilers. Hold on.
Seasons before the identity reveal at the finale of the show. The rate these episodes come out, I'll be in my late 30s when that happens. So in the end, do I recommend the show? Well, that depends. Are you a teenage girl? Then yes. Are you me? Then yes. Are you literally anything else? Well, I'd say watch like 4 or 5 episodes, give it a chance. Maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. This show definitely is not for everyone. But like I said, it might surprise you. You might find this show oddly charming like I did. I will say that Miraculous Ladybug is definitely one of my favorite shows at the moment. It's always nice to be part of a fandom, and since the Brony and Steven Universe fandoms have died off in the past year or two, it's nice to be part of something new. Meet some new people, have some new adventures. Now if you'll excuse me, I have to find something else to watch, since it takes like 2 decades for an episode of this show to come out.
Oh, here's the best part, dude, when I do the Carapace impression.
Hey dudes, I'm Carapace, the worst superhero in this whole show. Source didn't put me in the video, so I'm doing the end card instead. Make sure you like this video and subscribe for more reviews and cool stuff. I hear Source Master is uploading videos weekly now, isn't that rad? I think I hear him coming though, I got a split. He'll totally freak out if he found out I recorded this. Catch you later, dudes.
Actually the worst character in the whole show, or the worst superhero in the whole show, but he's got a cool voice that I can do. It's like, hey dudes, I'm Carapace. Let's have a shell contest, dude. You want to see whose shell is the hardest? My shell's the hardest. I can tell you that much, dude.
Gotta go find season 2. You want to watch season 2, man? I got it all. You want some season 2?
I had to download both seasons 1 and 2 of Miraculous Ladybug to actually get it into my editing software, because you can't find any way to download it legally. I would have downloaded the whole series legally if I could, but I can't, which is what my next video is about, or a future video is about. Okay, I'm gonna look this up. The next video. Let's see. damn it. James took it down. Crap, dude. But the reason I'll talk about since I can't find it, I'll just talk about it. Hold on.
Have you ever...
Hold on. What the fucking... Okay, so we have the intro. Let's play the intro first. If it ever loads. So that was the intro to the Disagreement Podcast, which is a defunct podcast which you cannot find anymore, sadly. Not quite sadly, but it was not the best podcast you've ever watched. But so I had some frickin' not quite falling out, but like some, you know, it's the Disagreement Podcast. You're gonna have disagreements. And Stred, I'll just say that when I was doing it, Stred was not acting professionally, and I didn't like working with unprofessional people, so I was just like, I really don't want to do the podcast. So then I ended up not doing the podcast, and it kind of fell apart without me. Will it ever be on Spotify? Probably not. You can tell James animated that intro. You can also tell that James animated that intro a long time ago, before he was, like, good at animation. Oh, shit, I just burned him. He wasn't good at animation before. Who knew? Sorry, James, if you're listening. You're fantastic.
You're fantastic now. You weren't fantastic before.
Oh, I, like, clipped. How did I clip? I don't know. I gotta blow my nose. Give me a second. I'm gonna mute my mic while I blow my nose. Okay, cool. I'm back. You're getting James and Mason on your podcast and not me? Huh. I guess all three of you are unprofessional. But I can't say anything bad about Stred because I don't know him personally. I don't have anything against him. Just for that short period, it was I was just kind of not having the best time. It's probably mostly me. I don't even know. You want to be on it? What's it about, dude? I don't even know. I need to be in more stuff. I haven't been in like anyone's stuff in a long time. Next thing I'm gonna be in, or not in, is the next thing I would be working on that's not on my channel is... Actually, no, I have something I'd have to say a little while. Probably later once I actually get started on it, but I did master the audio for CZ2100. So I'll have my name in the credits and that's about it. But what video... What other videos did someone want me to watch? Saucer Pan, how's it going? Let's close out some of these other tabs. Just shoot the shit for half an hour. I kind of like that idea, but it would be so unstructured, which I guess is the point. I've always wanted to make a podcast like what do you call it? Like freaking the Pizza Party podcast, but I just have to steal the idea for the Pizza Party podcast. I can't. I don't know, dude. I want like some kind of like movie or like entertainment news podcast that's just a kind of a dynamic like that podcast, but I don't have any good ideas. No. Top Gear. I kind of like Top Gear. I've only watched a couple episodes. Let us watch my second favorite video that I've ever made. I know what this is. I know what... Oh, remember when I made that one TF2 video that somehow got a lot of attention? Let's watch that before I watch the other one.
The original is just a reskin of the default rocket launcher. Each rocket travels the same speed, has the same blast radius, and does the same damage. For those of you who don't know, the only difference is that the original shoots from the center of the screen, rather than the side. In some cases, this makes the original better for rocket jumping. You can test this yourself by equipping the default rocket launcher and shooting directly at the floor. You'll notice that you'll be bounced slightly to the left. Equip the original and look, you barely move at all.
This video sucks. I don't know why it sucks, I just feel like it sucks. Mr. Duff burns gas bubbles. Oh, I forgot. Mr. Duff was the best. He was the science teacher. I never had him as a science teacher. I had him for study hall. And, where the hell... Mr. Duff was my favorite. He had like this surfer voice. He's like, you'll hear Mr. Duff burns gas bubbles. Let's put that in there.
Gets like above my eye level.
It gets above my eye level. You're gonna hit it with the torch.
You're gonna hit it with the torch. Can you dig it?
Can you dig it? He's such a freaking surfer, dude. I live in like bumfuck Iowa, and this guy's just walking around with a surfer voice. It's the greatest.
All right, and there it goes. Get it, girl. Oh yeah, here comes the big one. Whoa, that's the ceiling on fire. Burning down the house. All right, wait till it gets away from Mr. Duff's head. Yes.
It went out. It went out.
Who is this lad? This is Mr. Duff, dude. My 9th grade study hall science teacher.
It's all right.
Mr. Olson has tinfoil on the ceiling.
That one was close, I think. That was a close one. That one was it. Woo! Actually, I think the fire panels, I mean, up there, the ceiling panels are fireproof.
We get that set.
Well, we are.
We are testing it out.
Science!
Yeah.
Well.
Oh boy. Oh, Mr. Duff. Oh, how I miss thee. I wonder if he's still teaching. I mean, I work at the same school district that he works at. I'm gonna look him up, like, off screen, off the record. I'm looking him up. Let's, let me look at my old school. Shoutouts to Mr. Duff, dude. Let me see. Schools. School staff. Yeah. He's there. He's still there, dude. Oh, I'm gonna go and visit him. I'm gonna take a freaking video of him. Lad almost burned alive. Oh, he's still there. Oh. I'm gonna tell him he's in a video that has 150 views.
That's good.
Yeah, that was great.
Wait, why is my timer on the bottom?
Oh.
Yours is on the top.
That scared me.
Know.
Scared me too.
Yeah,
What
he's
else
gonna
up
do
here
that.
like my eyebrows?
Freaking wit, dude. Okay, what else? What else do people want to see on my channel? God damn, dude, I'm gonna visit Mr. Duff. I'm just gonna like go, except I can't because I work when he works. God damn it. That was just not a giant fire hazard because the ceiling tiles are fireproof, you know? We're gonna shoutouts to a stupid stipulation, also known as Lana Dra, on the Discord. This is him back in 2015. Check it.
Exclusive interview with Ashton Beans. So where are you going to get lunch today? I'm going to Taco Bell. I'm going to eat a taco. I'm going to have fun with that taco. I'm going to dance with that taco. Okay. You hear me? Does fun include sexual activity? No. Okay, good. I'm not a pervert. Okay, good. Sure? It's not implied. Tacos are lesser beings. I would never do that with them.
Shoutouts to him. He is not here in the chat today. Melvin Factory Edit? What? I don't know what that means. Well, let's watch this video. I don't know what that means. Well, let's watch this video. I don't know what that means. Well, let's watch this video. Wait, what is this? I don't know what that means. Let's watch this. Wait, what is this? This is a good video. Wait, what is this? I'm a fan. Video. Wait, what is this? I'm a fan. Video. Wait, what is this? I'm a fan. I don't know what's going on now. I'm a fan. I don't know what's going on. It's just getting compressed more and more as it goes in the tunnel. It's just getting compressed more and more as it goes. I can't hear myself talk. Okay, Jesus Christ. That. Oh, CNC mill at 600 frames per second. Yeah, I could watch that one. I'd be down. Let's not watch the one we're watching. Hold on. So more high school stuff. I just had a camera and I realized that you can change the settings like crazy and make it can make it run at 60 frames a second. So, or 600 frames a second, I'm sorry. Check it. It's just so low resolution, so compressed. But you can see the little flakes falling off and you can see the little spindle spinning. And it actually, you know what it's cutting out? I'll show you what it's cutting out in just a second here. What it ended up cutting out, which I actually have like at the ready, is I was in high school and we were like learning in my engineering class and we were learning how to do all this cool like CNC modeling and milling and stuff like that. So here, I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna turn on my I have to go on here to turn on my camera. This is a little wood carving of the Skyrim logo. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And that's what the CNC mill cut out. And I made that. I made that in CAD software. And I had it milled out. And it's like really cool looking. Ain't that fancy? Hear the Beethoven music? Yeah. I can't believe this video is still public. What videos are actually, like, still public on my channel? Let's go videos. What's... Sort by... No. No, not most popular. Newest. Then... Uploads... What the hell? I can't sort by frickin'... These are all my live streams. Milton.mp4. Oh, I could do that. That's got some story behind it as well. Milton.mp4. Hello, my name is Milton. Where the heck is it? Where the... Ah, here it is.
Hello, my name is Milton. I am from Milton's Milton Factory.
Oh, Milton! I see you've created many Miltons from your Milton molds.
Thank you for noticing. I have many Miltons on sale for $39 a piece.
Tell me something.
Yes.
My name is Milton and I would like a Milton. Do you have Miltons?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
How many Miltons?
A lot.
A million Miltons?
If you would like Milton, I can get you them, but 1 million may be asking too much.
Okay.
You might want to go to a professional Milton manufacturer.
Such as Mori? Mori only makes Moris though, he doesn't make Miltons.
Fuck Mori!
I know.
That's a quality video. That was actually a school project for my motion graphics class. Yeah, motion graphics. And we just had to find a clip from like a movie or a video or show or something and make a animated typography of it. And that was it. That was all. And I had that in the description, but I guess people don't read the description, so it's good to tell people. It's good to say things out loud so people can hear you with their ears. Good stuff. And the next video for my my motion graphics class, I'll only watch a little bit of this, but it's my
Alien Heads.
Oh god, it's my Code Lyoka review, and what I did was we had to learn how to use Adobe Character Animator, which is how I made this thing, that freaky looking talking cat fox dog head.
Oh, hello there. I'm making a cartoon review again.
Which doesn't have good lip syncing, and it only shows up like 4 times throughout the whole video.
Oh, wow, nice going, Xana.
Something about a computer virus being able to inject code into anything, and I mean...
Oh, I don't like this. I thought it would look cool. I put in a couple videos, and I was like, it's alright. And then, yeah. See you later, Frogia. Part of it's the fact that it smiles the whole time, and, people just don't smile the whole time they're talking, you know? It has a straight face animation, but, it doesn't happen. It doesn't have any straight face mouth movement. Also, this video hasn't hit 1,000 views yet. Kind of surprising, kind of not. Also, this got a lot of backlash. I don't like... Not a lot of backlash, but it got some, it got more hate than others. And, it's because I didn't actually finish watching the whole show before I made this video. I was like halfway through season 3 when I wrote this. And, I didn't actually finish the video. Or I didn't finish the show before I made the video, which people didn't like too much. But, that's what I made sure on my Miraculous Ladybug review. I made sure to watch through all of the episodes that were released before I made the video. Read James's comment out loud to the class. I'm gonna hack your YouTube channel using my Hyperdrive Defibrillator Mainframe Module Cyberstructure program. Say that 10 times really fast. Oh yeah, this thing.
Now, if you excuse me, I'm writing a program that will let me materialize Aelita out of the show so I can live out my dream of having a little sister who pretends to look up to me because my parents told her they think I have low self-esteem and they need her to boost my confidence.
I did that all in one take. Whenever I do something like that all in one take, I'm just impressed with myself. Good. Good frickin' yeah. Okay, I'll watch, what else? I'm gonna watch, like, one more before I end up leaving. Or ending off the stream, you know? Let us check out... I'm gonna go back to my dashboard. It was a good fucking take, I know, right? There's a comment, there's like a couple comments on my YouTube channel where someone thought I was black because I said the N-word in a couple videos. Let's watch. I'm debating between my Equestria Girls Rainbow Rocks review or my Undertale video. Just talking about the Invader Zim comic. Nah, that's not a good. I mean, that's when when just talking just started. So if you want to watch that on your own, go for it. But I want to watch something good to end off. Let us. Undertale video is 20 minutes long, though. I might as well end off with something long. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna watch my Undertale video and like how I have different things to start with or to talk about in it.
I don't like Undertale. The internet's gonna crucify me for this, isn't it? 2 years ago
frickin'
today.
Shoutouts to the Ren and Stimpy soundtrack. I used a lot of it in this. And also shoutouts to Saucerpan, man. I don't know if he's still here. He showed up for a second, but I used a lot of his music. And shoutouts to him for letting me use his music.
Undertale was released onto Steam. Well, actually, it started spreading onto other websites. Really fast. Like, really, really fast. There was a literal flash flood of fan art and videos and talk about this new game, Undertale. Everyone was so fascinated and enthralled by it, and I didn't get it. The mass appeal just didn't really register with me. The artwork looked really basic and crappy to me. There wasn't a single bit of color in any of the characters, and some of them looked like they were drawn with a Wii remote. The gameplay looked really basic and uncreative, like the mechanics would get really old really fast. I saw some videos and lost my interest pretty quick. I heard some music and it wasn't really as good as people said. Most of my exposure to this game wasn't by my choosing. Like I said, this game was fucking everywhere. The only way for you to avoid it was to log off the internet, turn off your computer, and go outside and do something else.
Hey man, have you heard about that new game Undertale that came out a few days ago? Pretty sweet, huh? I just beat it for the 6th time last night.
Okay, so something that I kind of have enjoyed happen in the past, like, year, or, like, slowly happened in the past years. Undertale became, like, more, like, less and less taken seriously, and, like, fans of it are taken less and less seriously, because it's really not a super revolutionary, you know, like, best game of the year, so deep, storyline is awesome. No, it's not that, and people are finally starting to realize that, and people are taking the fans not so seriously anymore, and yeah, I kind of like that that's happening, because people are finally realizing that this game isn't a, like, god game. I don't know.
No, there was no way to avoid it. It made its way off the internet and started spreading like a disease. It started filling my YouTube and Twitter feeds, and I couldn't go anywhere on the internet without seeing this hot garbage. Out of sheer spite, I wasn't going to play this game no matter how many times people tell me to, no matter how good the review scores are. But there are some diseases that, no matter how many times you wash your hands, you still end up catching. After I'm doing all this, I might play a game. I'll show you my Steam library, and maybe whoever's...
Okay, here's this feels like Inception. I'm live streaming myself watching a video in which I show a live stream in the video, in which I'm working on a video. Jesus Christ, it's Inception, like 4 layers of Inception. Jesus.
Just watching can decide what game I get to play. Titanfall. I could play Titanfall, but, what do you call it? My Origin account got hacked and stuff. Undertale.
If you want to know about how my Origin account got hacked, you can watch my, why I'm banned from Twitter. Go watch that later, if you want.
I'll play that game if someone buys it for me. I'm not gonna go out and buy it for myself, because... I don't know, it just doesn't seem like something that I'd enjoy, because I've had a bad history with that game. Not really something Not really a bad history, I've just not enjoyed the internet being clogged up with it. But if someone wants to buy it for me, I'll play it, sure. So I came up with this thing, right? I call it the source code. Get it? Because my name is and the software. Never mind. Basically, I made this rule for myself when it comes to playing video games, especially ones that I don't like. You can tell me all you want to play, I don't know, Paper Mario for the GameCube, and I won't play it. However, if you send it to—
This does not apply anymore, this is fake.
See, I could have done a roll credits there, but... that was my phone. Hold on. It is... Someone just bought me Undertale, thank you. Hold on. Time to check my email. Someone gave me Undertale during a live stream. I play it, I live stream it, and I fucking love it! Just kidding, it was awful. It wasn't the worst game I've ever played. That title goes to Starforge or something with equally little originality.
Okay, so another thing I have to say, what I said about my Miraculous Ladybug review is another thing, is like, I like had my own voice when making that video. It's the same with this one. It's like I didn't like take references from other videos. Like this is basically made in a vacuum, like in my own brain. These are all my own lines. These are all my own like jokes and all my own criticisms for the game. Like completely, like I said, made in a vacuum. I didn't have any, it wasn't really influenced by anything, really. I will never, 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 ever, never, ever play Deltarune. I will never do that. That will not happen.
I enjoyed it about as much as a Call of Duty player would enjoy playing on a roleplay server in Garry's Mod. So before anything else, I'm going to address something important about my experience. Live streaming. So I do a lot of live streaming, like I stream more than I upload videos. And live streaming a game is an almost completely different experience because you have the live chat where you and the live viewers can talk back and forth, basically in real time. You ever hear of a backseat driver? If not, basically a backseat driver is someone who sits with you in the passenger—
How much? How much we talking? How much we talking? I wouldn't take a dump on that game for less than 1,000.
Seat of a car and basically gives you commands as if they're trying to drive, in a really annoying way. Luckily, I don't usually drive with other people, so I don't have to deal with backseat drivers that often. What I and basically—
That's a lot of money. $15? I don't think— Nah, it's not gonna happen.
Every other streamer does have to deal with is backseat gamers. Usually with driving, you have a maximum of 3 backseat—
Play Killer is dead on stream. I will, dude. I'm gonna beat it off stream first, so I know what I'm doing once I play it on stream. Because I don't like going into a game that I don't know anything about on stream. I've learned that's just a bad idea. Which is why I kind of went back on the source code thing. And said I'm not gonna play a game that you buy for me on stream because I just don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm getting into. And I'll probably just have a bad time if that keeps happening. Anyway.
Backseat drivers. When I live stream Undertale, I had to deal with 20 backseat gamers at peak viewership. Everyone thought they were in control while watching the stream. Every time I looked at the chat, I saw people arguing about what they wanted me to do. Of course, I could only do half of what people wanted, which just pissed off the people who wanted me not to do it, so that is definitely a factor in my experience. You know what? To be fair, and to rule out the possibility that I don't like this game just because of backseat gamers, I'm gonna play through the game for an hour or two from the beginning and see if I still don't like it. Let's have a short intermission and I'll be back to you in a bit. Okay, yeah, still didn't enjoy it. I know people are going to argue that I should have enjoyed it, so I'm going to come up with some common arguments people are going to have and tell you why those arguments aren't really going to work. You didn't play it to the end. This is one of the most common arguments I hear against people that didn't enjoy the game. The first thing you ask someone is if they played to the very end, and here's the problem with that. If I don't enjoy the first 4 or 5 hours of gameplay, I'm not going to be interested.
Yes, stupid Sir Sonic, I can, in a little bit, I might, screen share some of the game, and it's freaking good. It's a good game, dude. It's fun as hell.
And playing however much longer to see how the game ends. Everyone's heard that saying before. The definition of insanity is trying something over and over and expecting something different. Saying you have to play the game to the end is like going to a restaurant, getting a plate of food that you think tastes awful, and someone telling you that it'll only taste good once you finish the last bite. That's not how food works, and that's not how video games or any form of entertainment.
I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. So this viewing order thing.
Be told how to enjoy something. I should be able to figure out how to enjoy it any way that I want. I think a lot of book and movie franchises have an extreme...
Okay, fuck The Catcher in the Rye. Jesus Christ, this book is my least favorite thing ever. And I've almost done... So I have a trifecta of videos that I want to make. I have this video, why I dislike Undertale. So there we go. Okay. So it's like a whole genre thing. It's a trifecta of videos. And the next video I want to make, like, of something I hate is the movie Premium Rush. And goddamn, I hate that movie. And I have so much to talk about, but I don't know how to write it. I've tried writing it like 4 times already. I don't know how to finish it. So that'll be in the future. And the next video I want to talk about is goddamn Catcher in the goddamn Rye. This book sucks. This book has no plot. The character sucks. The main character is an asshole. The frickin', like, nothing happens. He just goes in the middle of New York, hires a hooker. Hooker doesn't do anything. She leaves. And then he just, like, goes back home. I don't understand what this book is about. It sucks. And I hate that I had to read it in high school. Fuck this book.
Extremely similar problem. Let's take Star Wars and use that as an example. A lot of people dislike the Star Wars movies because after watching the prequels, the original trilogy becomes more predictable. So what people did to remedy that is come up with a viewing order. They tell you to watch the movies out of the order that they're numbered in order to...
I need to try this. I still haven't tried this, but I want to try this.
Get the, quote, best viewing experience. And this concept is fundamentally flawed just from the fact that if people didn't enjoy the movies the first time they watched them, they aren't going to enjoy them in a different order. And it's even more flawed when it comes to video games. Each player has a unique playstyle, and telling someone that their playstyle is wrong is, first of all, offensive, and second of all, nobody's going to change their playstyle just to conform to one game. If your playstyle is supposedly the wrong one, you're just gonna go play a different game. If you don't like Star Wars, you're just gonna go watch a different movie. I don't think I have to explain that further. You didn't pay attention to the story and the characters. Okay, this is actually a potentially valid argument for once, but like the other ones, there are still inherent flaws with it, and these flaws actually apply to all video games. Telling a story in a video game is one of the most difficult ways to actually tell a story. Since games are a visual medium, a developer has to make use of those visual elements to tell a story. The best way I've seen a game tell a story is in Portal 2. Made perfect use of the audio and visual elements that define video games to execute a story perfectly. Telling a story through written dialogue, through text on a screen, is one of the first mistakes you make when making a game. Using written dialogue removes the ability to tell a story through audio. Most importantly though, it forces the player to stop playing in order to read some text on a screen. With text, you lose the ability to convey emotion, sarcasm, and emphasis. You can't make a joke like this with text.
I feel awful about that surprise. Tell you what, let's give your parents a call right now.
The birth parents who are trying to reach do not love you. Please hang up.
Oh, that's sad. But impressive. Maybe they worked at the phone company.
Okay, so I got a lot of shit for making this the comparison of Portal 2 to Undertale. And I got some shit. People were saying like, oh, the thing they say you can't compare Portal 2 to Undertale because Portal 2 is so much better than Undertale. It's like, yeah, obviously, that's why I compared it. It's like, look how good this game is. Look at what an Undertale could have been. Or like, look what, like, look at the potential a video game has. And like, look at how much wasted potential Undertale is. God damn. Or not wasted potential, but like, missed, like, they just didn't do a good job. Also, the argument that, like, oh, Undertale was developed by one person. I'm pretty sure the people who developed Portal 2, I think it was, like, 7 people total. Like, main developers. Of course, like, everyone who works for Valve got put in the credits because they all did a little bit. And, of course, they all want their name in the credits for such a big game. However, like I said, teams at Valve are all, like, really small. They're all, like, 7 people. So, your argument is invalid. Those of you who think that comparing Undertale to Portal 2 is unfair. They're both video games. I think it's fair as hell.
It's such a simple joke, but if there were no audio, it wouldn't work. At all. It would look like it's text on a screen with no emphasis on...
Okay, I'm gonna skip forward some more.
First of all, what? You think I'm 12 or something?
There's a lot of stuff in this video that I went... I said in my latest video in the don't tell me what to enjoy, don't tell me what to say kinds of things. That, like, people... It seems like a lot of people, especially people who are quite a bit younger than me, like teenagers... they say that you, like, if ever you enjoy something or, like, not enjoy something, you're somehow, like, falling into, like, some sort of group mentality. And, like, just because people say, like, oh, you don't like Undertale just because it's so popular. It's like, that's probably the worst thing you can ever think, is that, like, an individual can't have their own opinion. And I really hate that when people say that. It's like, oh, you can't dislike this because it's I don't understand. I don't get it. It's like, they say, oh, you only dislike it out of spite. But I put a ton of reasons into this video. So why the video is like 20 minutes long. Yeah.
No, seriously, that's something a prepubescent teenager would do. I hear this argument all the time with basically anything that's popular.
Okay, skipping ahead a little more.
And the game is exposing you directly to the people who play it. I've seen plenty of negative reviews on Steam games, only because those games have, like I said, when you play the game, it's not exposing you to the fan base. You can say something like that about Counter-Strike, Overwatch, or League of Legends, and it would be perfectly valid, because if you can't play a single game without
I don't play any of those games that I mentioned. I play a little Counter-Strike now and then, but I haven't played Overwatch in like 5 months. I've never played League of Legends. I haven't played Counter-Strike in like 2 months. And the only times I do play Counter-Strike is when I play the Battle Royale mode, which is actually the best Battle Royale game that I can think of. I kind of want to make a video of like why I dislike Overwatch anymore. Overwatch was really good for the longest time, and then it just started... I don't know if it started to die out, but like, I just stopped enjoying it. And I kind of want to make a video to like find out why. To like force myself to come up with reasons why I don't like it. Even though I still occasionally shoutcast esports matches for it.
Toxic player on your team, then the game is exposing you directly to the community, and that's a flaw with the game itself. In a single player game, it doesn't work like that. I'm making a video about how I dislike Undertale, and here I am saying the community did nothing wrong. Seems kinda backwards, doesn't it? You can't dislike Undertale because it was made...
I already said this on the stream.
First, use a controller. The game is bad. What else is there to... There's absolutely no controller.
Oh, yes.
The answer
Shoutouts to
I got
Steam.
back was that this game didn't support controllers, which was off stream. I actually set up my own controls on the Steam controller.
Shoutouts to Steam and their controller configuration. Like you can do this with any controller now. It used to be only the Steam controller, but you can do this with any controller that you have, like Xbox, PlayStation, Switch controller. You can just do that. And yeah. Anyway. Let's, okay, this is a good argument. This is one of my best arguments in the whole game, is about the combat. I want to show you this one.
I'm not gonna lie, I like paragraphs and pages of text. I would read a book, not play a video game.
Okay, watch
The combat is weird and inconsistent. I'm not gonna lie, I like the idea of a bullet hell mechanic in the game. It adds a level of skill requirement instead of RNG and whether your stats are better than your enemies that most RPGs have. The random encounters seem kind of arbitrary, but I can give them a pass. What I can't let go under my radar is how the game likes to do boss fights. Almost every time you encounter a boss, the game changes how the bullet hell and fighting mechanics work. One core rule of game design that even I know is intuitive mechanics. Let players ease into a new mechanic when you give it to them. When you get the gravity gun in Half-Life 2, the next chapter is filled with more physics objects than any of the rest of the game, along with extremely slow-moving, easy-to-kill enemies. This lets the player experiment with the gravity gun to find out how it works as a utility, how different items damage enemies, and when to switch to other weapons. And then, of course, you get to keep the gravity gun for the rest of the game. And here Undertale throws you immediately into a boss fight with a brand new mechanic that you were never introduced to before, and when you get done with the fight, you never see the mechanic used again throughout the entire game. It's the definition of unintuitive game design, and should have either been scrapped or fleshed out before release. The music. Music is actually pretty good. I'm serious, this game has fantastic music. Why are you looking at me like that? Am I not allowed to have one good thing to say about—
Okay, yeah, so basically that's the end of the video. I wish I did like Undertale. I wish I knew why people liked it. I wish I, like, end of the video is basically saying, I wish I had a big revelation that realized, like, oh, this game is actually pretty good. Did not happen to me. I don't like the game. I really don't. And it didn't, you know. Yeah, it really should have. It really should have introduced you to those mechanics slowly. Like, it did a good job at the early game where it showed like, oh, these green things you can touch and it gives you health back, or like the blue things, if you hold still you don't get hit by it. That stuff's good. But then they shove a new like control mechanic in, and it's dumb. I don't know. That's all I've got for you for tonight. It was a fun stream. I wish I could do this again, but like I've exhausted all my material for a movie night, you know? I will do on Discord. I will have like actual movie nights probably through like Rabbit or something, and we'll like actually get together and watch a real movie, like an IRL movie. Possibly No Country for Old Men, my favorite movie. Or possibly something absolute like dog shit. Like frickin' what movies do I have? Let's see. I got Monty Python and the Holy Grail, A New Hope, No Country for Old Men, Premium Rush. Oh God, Firefly, Serenity, Transformers, the first one for the 2015, Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, Oblivion, Pacific. Oh, I want to watch Pacific Rim, dude. Pacific Rim is so good. I might do that on what do you call it? We gotta do it on Rabbit or something. I might do movie night tomorrow on Discord. So everyone who's here in the chat who's not in the Discord server, check it out. Join the Discord. And yeah. Let's have a movie night sometime later. Probably not on Friday. That's not gonna happen, but could do it. We could do it in the future. Thanks everyone for coming by. Say your last things in the chat now. That's the end of the stream, boyos. I gotta get Scott Pilgrim. Let me look up how much does it cost. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World costs, because I want to buy it on YouTube, obviously, so I can actually like play it. To buy in HD, it's $14, which is not bad. Okay. Pacific Rim is such a freaking just sit back, veg out, and just watch, like, eat some Doritos and, like, watch some goddamn Pacific Rim, dude. Okay, thanks everyone for coming. That's the end of the stream. Like I said, movie night later this week. See ya!